Hello, everybody. My name is Laura Alameri, and I would like to share some of my takes of what's going on here during the crisis and the effects on real estate investing. I've been in the real estate investing arena as an investor for a long time, for over 30 years, and I have seen three recessions so far. This is the fourth one. And I want to, historically speaking, I want to mention the past recessions and how this kind of mimics the ones that we had in 2001, 2002, more than the ones we had in 2007, 2008. And so this also gives a different outlook at what is going to happen in the real estate market. And the other thing that I want to remind everybody is that this is temporary, okay? This is yes, we are in a recession, but it's going to be a much shorter-lived recession than what we had in 2007, 2008. And it's going to change the dynamic of how we're going to see real estate investing in a good way. And I'm going to share with you in a moment what I mean by that. So now let me go back into 2001, 2002, what happened? So we were doing fine as we were doing now. The economy was doing great. Everything was going well. And then 9/11 happened, right? So pretty much like now we were doing fine. And then we had this thing happen with the coronavirus. So it was a sudden impact it had on everybody. So like in 2001, everybody pretty much froze for a second in place. Say, okay, what happened right now? How am I going to go about it? The stock stumbled. However, real estate pretty much stayed the same level. And then as soon as things, the confidence started getting up again, real estate prices went up. In 2002, actually, the real estate prices rose 4.8%. As a real estate investor, I honestly didn't know we were in a recession until years later, because real estate investing acts differently than regular real estate. Yes, if you are a real estate agent right now dealing with buyers and sellers and the normal way of doing real estate, you're going to feel the effects of what's going on much more than an investor. And I'm going to explain to you what I mean. So when you are a real estate agent right now and you're tied to the regular way of doing real estate, where you have to go out there and show properties to buyers and sellers and all this contacting thing that cannot be done, that's putting your business on a standstill, right? But when you're dealing with real estate investing, especially the way we do it, everything is done virtual. We have done it before, we're doing it now. And actually what we have seen over the last couple of weeks is more sellers willing or wanting to sell their properties. There is what I call panic selling. Sellers that actually want to get some cash right now, landlords that want to liquidate their rentals because they're uncertain of what their tenants are going to do. We're seeing people with second homes, elderly here in Florida. So we've seen a lot of movement here as far as the sellers are concerned. Now, as far as the buyers are concerned, the interesting thing where before this happened, we had to take more time educating the sellers because the sellers were really hard to negotiate with, right? I'm sure you agree with that. They wanted too much for their properties. But now it's kind of reversed. So now we have to take more time educating the buyers that, hey, we do have lenders that are loaning out there. Don't worry, because a lot of the buyers are telling us, well, I don't know where to get the funding right now. Everybody is shutting down. Well, not necessarily. Yes, there are several lenders that have shut down, but there are other lenders that are still loaning. The only difference is because they have to take in consideration default rates, they're loaning and charging a little bit of a premium on their rates, but they're loaning, okay? So to do any type of buying, there's so many deals out there right now that are coming along for properties that you can do a rehab on or buy even as a rental, that the money is still there. So it's not like the industry has shut down as far as the lending, because the lending was not an issue in the first place like we had in 2007. Now, as far as, so we have the sellers coming in, given actually more property, willing to talk more, being more negotiable on the price, and then we have the lenders still working, but we have to do a little more work in educating the buyers and telling buyers, you know, when we send out our newsletter, we're saying, hey guys, don't worry about it. You know, we have lenders. I can actually give you referrals of several lenders right now that are lending and doing business as usual. You just have to pay a little premium, but it's going to be compensated by the fact that you can get these properties down in the price. Now, what's going to happen with real estate after we come out of this? Because like I said, it's temporary. Well, we don't know how long it's going to last, right? It could be a few weeks, could be a few months. At this point, we don't know. And so the thing is, real estate right now is kind of a standstill as far as values are concerned. They're not going down. They're going up a little bit. This is a funny thing. This property, since coronavirus became a known fact here in the United States, the appreciation has still been there, which is probably right now kind of staying there. It's not going down. It's not going up. I'm talking about retail property. I'm talking about property that are ready to be moved in by owner occupants. It's staying there, but I am foreseeing that's going to do like 2001 when everything, the confidence is going to be back out there from into the market. The property values are going to shoot up again, and so we are in a standstill right now. So my take as a real estate investor, I'm going to go out there and put as many property under contract as I can. I do have buyer right now. The other interesting thing, I have a new set of buyers. So these people that were really believers in the stock market, they were able to get a lot of money out of the stock market because before it collapsed, that are now wanting to get into real estate. So I have new money coming in from that angle. So as a real estate investor, I'm going out there. We are doing everything virtual. And this is something that I've been stressing about for years right now. Hey guys, why don't you do it virtual? Look at me, I'm traveling. I have my own life, without being out there showing properties all the time. And the same thing for my daughter, who is also a real estate wholesaler. She's gonna pop up here in a moment. And she, we do virtual. We haven't seen any of our properties in years that we've been wholesaling. And so this is the perfect time to really organize your business and doing this virtual, doing it from home. You have no choice right now. And sometimes I say, not having option B is the best thing because it'll really get you to focus on option A, which right now is doing real estate investing virtually. So this is the time to really get your business going, see how you can do it, and make it fun as far as, see how much you can take to this business to a virtual level. So you don't have to be hands-on yourself, right? And then once this is over, maybe you decide this is what you're going to do full time, just virtual and travel and keep going and do what you want to do in your life instead of going back to a regular job. So wholesaling, fix and flips, buy property right now. The thing is, the suppliers are still open, like Home Depot, Lowe's, hardware stores are still open because they are as necessary type institutions like grocery stores. So they're going to be open even during a lockdown. But the thing is, the contractors, maybe if you have a contractor that wants to work on his own, or you have somebody that that will work, or even if you had to hold off for a few weeks, you are buying such good values right now. There's such great values for fix and flip, and the same thing for rentals. So real estate right now investing is actually booming. I wanted to give you that vote of confidence and let you know what is going on. And I'm talking to other investors out there, so this is not just my own opinion. Other investors, they're just killing it right now in getting properties under contract, which is going to create actually a boom in the real estate investing. So if you ever thought about getting into investing, if you ever thought you would love to get, especially into the virtual side of doing it, maybe quit your job so that whenever something like this happens again or we have a recession, you're going to be more in control of your life. This is really the time to do it. And I'm not just saying this, it's just that I've seen other recessions and I've seen, like I said, I didn't even know 2001 recession happened. Honestly, I didn't feel a difference. Actually, my business was doing better than ever. And then in 2007, I did take a step back, but then I reinvented myself as an investor and I came in and started doing a ton of short sales. And the thing is, the other thing that happens during this market is that there is no competition, or the competition is so much less than what it was before because everybody else follows social media and the news, and they get into this panic mode, a general hysteria about what's going on, and they're not really looking at the facts and they are not looking at the opportunities. And this brings me to another point I want to say very briefly is that, don't react to what you hear out there. So you see all this grim news and the social media and everybody doing this. Don't react to that. Instead, look to create something. Create a life you want. Create your business model. This is the time to really reevaluate where you are with everything and come up with your own way. And look at this as a blessing in disguise, okay, for you. Maybe this happened for a reason. I'm sure it did for everybody, to put the world maybe into a different way of communicating with each other. In a way, I see more the world coming together now. And even people, it's just before people were not talking to each other. You walk down the street and people just ignore you. Now they tend to talk to you more, even if they shouldn't. They say, hey, how you doing? Oh, nice dog. I take my dog for a walk. So there is more of this community actually, because we see that we are supporting each other. We need to actually be more of service to other people. And as a real estate investor, that's what you are. You're out there being of service and helping people in their situation. And that's what you're doing right now. So if you come into this business with that type of idea and mentality, you will do wonderfully now and moving on. So I want to actually pull in my daughter right now, Liz. She's maybe you recognize her on the website as well.
Hi.
And do you have anything to add to this?
Really? I mean, she covered a lot of like the business aspect, but also, thanks.
Microphone.
She covered a lot of the business aspect, but also what I would recommend is through all of this, a lot of the people I know from being in the groups and just seeing it between our students and everything is to also make sure that through all of this, you're taking time for yourself. Through all of this, give yourself 30 minutes to an hour a day, whether you have to wake up a little earlier or stay up a little later, and make sure that you also make time to work on yourself, your mindset, your health, everything. So that's my biggest recommendation right now, because as most of you know, and so for the ones that don't, I am a single mother, and now he's getting homeschooled on top of working full time, on top of everything getting blown up with real estate, which is wonderful, not complaining. I'm grateful that I'm able to work from home with him and all of that. But I also have to make sure that I keep my mind right. I also have to make sure that I don't let myself get too overwhelmed. And so what I'm actually doing is every morning I'm waking up a little bit earlier than he is, and I'm just reading some personal development books, and I can give you a bunch of suggestions if you're interested. I know a couple of people are watching. If you're interested, just comment if you are, and I can do it while we're on the live, or I can post below. But I'm reading a lot of books, I'm meditating, I'm doing a lot of things that just focus on me for that 1 hour, and that my whole day feels a lot more better, a lot productive, and I'm actually a lot calmer when I have to homeschool. And so, cause I was not meant to be a teacher of baby kids, little kids. I was not. But I do, it has been a lot better. It has helped a lot with just getting everything adjusted for the home and the virtual life. So that is just my little tidbit of recommendation. If you're interested in more recommendations, you're welcome to comment now, or you're welcome to post below what you guys are doing. But my biggest thing is take time for yourself. And like she said, do not feed into the media. Whenever I get on and I'm scrolling, I can feel my anxiety go up just because of what everyone's posting and how worried everyone is. And there is good cause to be worried, but to not let it affect you to the point that it's debilitating is probably what we've been focusing on the most. And when I do start going off the ledge a little bit, I was telling the students last night, I actually call her or one of my friends and just kind of get out of my head what I'm feeling, but then also start talking about other things. So thank you guys for being on the live. Thank you for watching this. I really do appreciate it. And I'm going to hand it back over to Laura.
So yes, so please comment. We are all here to support each other. We have the website, which is about forming a community of women for women, and that's she's gonna post a link under the video, which is realestateinvestingwomen.com. And we have podcasts, we write blog, we have a lot of information for women. And we wanted you to think of real estate as a tool to really go out there and create the life you want. Like I said earlier, you don't want to react right now to the news and social media, what's going on in the world. Take this time to create something that you want. And I always say, you have to live in the present. You have to, the present right now is one of those times that you really want to live in the present, but really have an eye in the future. So use some of the practices like we do, and we do a lot of meditation, visualization, and also really daydreaming basically about the ideal life. What would your ideal life look like? Where would you live? What would you do? How would your day will look like? As far as what you want to do, is you want to have more money, you want to have a life, you want to help your children, you want to have a nonprofit organization, you want to help a charity, you want to start your own charity, you want to travel more, whatever it is, this is what is going to pull you. So have that vision, anchor yourself to the vision, because now you need to be in the process of creating, and then put it out there in the universe, and let the universe react to it. Instead of you reacting to your reality right now, put it out there and let the universe or God react to it. And this is what you need to do to really get over this and make this the best time of your life, to really say, you know what, it was life-changing for me. It was, unfortunately for the world, a lot of things happened because of this, but it was life-changing in a good way for me. So hopefully this helped you, gave you some encouragement, gave you some real facts. I've always based my information on facts. I don't react to social media news. I actually look at the facts. I look at my own experience in the business, being through 3 recessions, and this is what I see differently. But I can tell you right now, for each recession, I actually came in stronger as an investor. There was a way to reinvent myself. There was a way that I had free reign with no competition and people affecting me. It was actually a better time as far as a real estate investor. And I hope it's going to be for you as well. So thanks again, and I hope to see you soon online. And if you have any comments, suggestions, or feedback, or you can visit our website for ongoing information and news. And don't forget, when you go to my website, we do have an ebook to help you to really create your virtual real estate investing business. It's called To Close a Deal in 3 Weeks or Less. This is a challenge that we run about wholesaling. So check it out. It's free, and we love to speak to you soon. Thank you.